Hey guys, welcome to the channel or welcome back to the channel. I'm Zoe Wafelbakker and this is Living in Austin. Today we are going to talk about 7 things that are just cool to do if you're coming to visit Austin. No doubt, you know, before you make the move, you want to do a bit of a recce. So we've got some really fun things that are just they're kind of what we do when we have friends that are coming into town, and they're not your kind of typical things either, so stay tuned. Hey guys, I'm Zoe Wafelbakker with Agape Property Group here in Austin, Texas. If it's your first time to the channel, thank you for checking us out. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell next to it. Because the chances are, the reason that you're here is because you're curious about what it's like to live, work, eat, play, all the things in Austin. And they're just the things that we're covering every week. Now, as much as we love making these videos, we love even more helping people move here. We are licensed realtors here in Austin, and we love helping people find exactly what they're looking for. Community, house, vibe, all those things. So our details are below. Give us a call, email, drop us a text. We're the ones that answer the phone, and we would love to help you. Like we've helped so many other people in relocating here to Austin. All right, guys, let's get into the cool things you need to do when you're doing coming to do a bit of a recce in Austin. These are some of the things that we take, you know, we do when people come and visit us, and because we think they're cool. Or we send people off to do it, because the first one we don't do with our guests every time, but it is something that is so good, and that is watching the sunrise over Lady Bird Lake. You watch the sun come up over the city. Do it from the comfort of a kayak or a paddle board. It's absolutely beautiful. We just sent our friends to do that were out here this week. This is kind of what's prompted this video, and we hadn't really checked the weather, so there's a heads up on that. It was going to be a sunny day, but it was cloudy in the morning, so they didn't get that full impact of the sun coming straight up over the city, but they really loved it, and so did we when we did it. It's a lot of fun. Now, what we typically do is we drive down to the Austin High School track field there, and then you can easily walk down to get like, you know, a paddleboard or a kayak. And, you know, filming this is in November. They open from 6 a.m., but you can check that whenever you come, because that could always change. So that's super fun. So number 2, of when you're here, and you've probably read about this before, but it's the bats. Now, if you're coming to visit between like March and October, there's a chance that you might see the bats come out of South Congress Bridge, excuse me, and at dusk as the sun's setting, and they're going off on their feeding frenzy east. And when you see it, guys, it is amazing. Like, there are waves of bats. Now, you do have to be a bit patient on several factors, because they can come out whenever they choose between like 7:30 and 9:45. So you could be waiting some time. And if you're not that keen on standing on a bridge waiting for some bats to come out, another way of being able to see them is maybe staying in one of the downtown hotels that overlook the bridge. And by chance, that's how we got to see them last October. We happened to be staying in a downtown hotel, and the bats came out in their full glory. in October, and it truly is spectacular. So if you do get that chance, it's pretty cool. Looking at my list here, number 3, cracking on to Barton Springs. It's just beautiful. It really, really is. And I mean, we've got this beautiful springs, like practically downtown. We're so, so lucky. If you want to go and go for a swim down there, entry fee is about $9 for non-residents, for adults, and it's less for kids. It varies what age that they're at. But it's cool. Just go for a swim, or just go hang out on the grass sides, on the grass verges. The water temperature is like between 68 and 70 year round, and if maybe you'd been out the night before, it's a good way to clear the head, to get more things done during the day. So Barton Springs is a winner. While you're at Barton Springs, and if you don't actually want to go to the springs, that just little pocket is pretty cool. So if you have small humans with you, there is a pretty awesome playscape there. So you could go and do that. And it's not open at the moment, but something that we always used to do with our guests was there used to be something called the Zilker Zephyr, which was a mini train that took off just by Barton Springs, and then it did a small loop and then went by the lake and then came back around. And we took our elderly parents on it, and it saves them and their feet, going walking the lake. You get a view of the lake and everything like that without having to walk. But it's just fun, especially again if you've got small humans. Now, Zilker Zephyr contract expired, and a new train's in town, and it's called the Zilker Eagle. Now they are working on that, and they are constructing a new route and that should be, the grand opening should be early 2022. So if you're seeing this in 2022, make sure you check it out, the Zilker Eagle. It's just pretty cool to do, and I'm looking forward to being able to I'm just looking forward to going on it myself, actually. It's not so much about the kids. Now, next one is food. You gotta eat. So if you're coming to Austin, you might have heard that barbecue's our thing. You've got to check out some. Well, you don't have to, especially if you're like a vegan or vegetarian. And no offense to you guys that me talking about barbecue. The barbecue's great. Now, I'm not like a connoisseur in barbecue, so I would check out different places. And for me personally, for barbecue, I'm not going to wait an hour and a half, 2 hours, to get some barbecue. So I personally, take people to a place called Rudy's because it's got a playscape as well. And I'm not a connoisseur. Each to their own on that. But check out some barbecue because it is pretty good. It is. Even though I'm not a connoisseur, it is pretty good. And on that food theme, breakfast tacos. I never knew about breakfast tacos before moving here. They're awesome. They're delicious. Food trucks are kind of everywhere in Austin, and that's such a cool concept as well. They do the food truck. They test the grounds, see what their brand's like, if they've got the interest, and then they do that for maybe a couple of years, and then they do make a bricks and mortar because they've got that clientele, which is kind of cool. And so you're going to find a whole bunch of food trucks around that do breakfast tacos. Just delicious, worth trying, and that doesn't matter what kind of food you're into there because everyone's catered for on that front. So. Now, hitting number 5, we've got music. Now, I'm not going to be super typical on the music thing here. If you want, if you're staying downtown especially, you've got 6th Street. It's cool, it's fun, it's busy, it's a bit grungy. Might not be your thing, but there's music going on there all the time. And it's cool if you want to see some. Now, if you are not really into that kind of scene, there's plenty of other places to go and see some music. And you'll see like around the Austin, if you go pretty much anywhere, the Chronicle newspaper, so that's always got music that's playing. Of course, we've got online as well, but they still print the Chronicle, and which has got, you know, all the gigs. For us personally, you know, speaking to the friends that have just visited, we went down Menchaca, and there's a group of bars that are on a lot of land. There's like Moon Tower, Armadillo Den, Pearl Luster, Pearl Luster, South Austin Beer Garden, Indian Rock. It's called. Well, I've kind of tagged it the Manchac Mile. That's probably not what it's called at all, but there's a whole group of cool bars that are on a lot of land, and they play music, especially in the weekend. You could get some music during the day, and there's a load of space, and the bars are a bit different. You know, when my friend went there with me this week, and he was just like, oh, now this is cool, you know, and I feels like it's classically South Austin. South Austin, classically Austin. And yeah, so you could check music out that way, you know, especially in the weekend, during the day, and if you've got small humans. Not all of those bars allow small humans in them though, so you can check that out more. Reach out, we can give you a heads up. Now, when I'm kind of music, kind of not. Number 6, what is music? But number 6 is Honky Tonk. You gotta do some two-stepping. There's a place in Austin that is just so classically Austin. It is so cool. It's called the Broken Spoke, and you can get your two-stepping groove on there. It is super cool. It's this building that is still standing, and if you ever go there, you'll know what I mean. It's probably seen its better days, but it's surrounded by like condos, and it's still standing. You can imagine, like, I don't know, in years gone by, like horses were like tied up to the front, kind of like. It's just cool, and there's two-stepping dancing. If you don't know what two-stepping is, it's dance, and you've got cowboys, and you've got cowboy boots. People are in there, you know, like cowboy hats and the cowboy boots, and it's just fun. It's so fun to get in there. So yeah, get your two-stepping groove on there. Now the final one is if you have done a little bit too much of number 5 and number 6, a bit too much music and a bit too much honky tonk dancing, is the Greenbelt. The Greenbelt is so amazing, and we're so lucky to have it. And it's so accessible. So if you just want to chill out and, you know, done a bit too much of, you know, had a few too many beers or wines the night before, need to clear the head, then, you know, going into the Greenbelt and going for a bit of a hike, going for just an out and back walk, you know, for half an hour or so. We're blessed to have that space. We really, really are. And it's, if you are coming, you know, if you're thinking about moving to Austin, it really is worth. All right, so sorry about that. I lost some battery. So that's it. That's just some of the things, but you know, if you're here to do a bit of a recce, you might not be here for that long a time. They're just some of the things. Obviously, Austin has so much to offer. And there are a bunch more other things to do. So if you do want to know more, if you've got any specific things that you're really interested in, make sure that you reach out. Our details are below. Give us a call, drop us an email, or drop us a text. We're the ones that answer the phone and answer the emails, and we'd love to hear from you. So until next time, guys, have a great day. Bye.